Yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk. Welcome back, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I do appreciate your support of the channel. K-2! It's moi in my K-2. This was actually my first battle. I aced it in the first battle, and then I started to suck. A lot. Anyway, we'll just pretend that this game is exactly how all of my K-2 games go. Now, this tank got fairly roundly panned, although I think there's been some change in heart from multiple people. Most of the babbling class of CCs, not most, some of the babbling class of CCs have changed their opinions of this thing. I didn't necessarily have a huge one way or the other. It did look like it may have some kind of problems overall and not be, air quotes, very good. What does that mean? Oh my god, it's balanced? Who the heck wants a balanced tank in World of Tanks? That's ridiculoso, alright? Come on. It has to be Skoda T56. It has to be, what are some of the other things? It has to be 279 early. It has to be whatever the rest of the flavors of the day are. Well, it ain't bad. I'm telling you, it ain't bad. I think it's top 10. It's at the lower end of top 10, I believe, overall at Tier 8 heavies. And that's not bad at all, because there's like 69,000.69 Tier 8 premiums out there. And that's just the heavies, all right? So we come in here, and I've got a liberal amount of heat, and I take a big chunk out of the Skoda, and I got two Skodas. I got two Skodas, speaking of overpowered tanks, and uh-oh, just me. I'd like to say that I meant to do this, and it was all my plan to begin with. Well, some of you saw this on stream. To some extent it was. I actually said something to the effect of, let me go see what the armor on this thing can do. And yes, I know I've got a C-130, he's falling back now, and a JP up top, and maybe I can just get myself some delicious assist and whatnot. And he looks like he's ready to bounce off my front armor. All right, that works very nice. 250. Oh, we got a lot of fellers back here. A whole bunch of fellers. And I'll just try to use the angulation of the tankulation here. And we'll get a couple bounces. Very nice. So we drop some damage. We're spamming heat. Everything is as it should be in World of Tanks. But check this out, my friends. I am holding back just me and my greatness. 1, 2, 3, 4 tanks. Maybe 5, depending on where the T29 went. Maybe 6, depending on what the T71DA. I got a lot of friends, right? Right? Right. Have a little help from my friends. So as long as they allow you to angulate and make them bounce, and they don't push you, and they're scared of big TDs back there, then you too, my friends, can look like the hero of the corner. Guido, hero of the corner. You know, I thought about right there for a moment. I just want to talk about this. I considered angling this way and backing out. Now, why would I not want to do that? Well, a couple reasons. I'm going to get shot in the side, and I kind of provide cover for them to come out and shoot me in the side, right? Because I'm blocking the dudes behind me. So I thought about for a minute. I went, no, let's not stick the buttocks out there and let them track me or pin me or hit me in the side if they just come out a bit and use me as a little bit of cover and make it harder for my friends to hit them. So I will decline to do that. There we go, another shot into him, and I am looking like an absolute genius. This feller's like, I gotta get rid of this guy. Alright, yep, he took a chunk out of me. That's okay, there goes the ship tick. He's trying to make it happen. This other guy thought about it, but he's a one-shot. So it's all going beautifully right here, my friends. Going beautifully. I did lose a few hit points, but oh, bad reflexes. They are seeing some of the guys back there, and that's a bit unfortunate. The ship tick has decided to try to change the angles just a little bit. And then, I don't know what this guy's doing. Initially, the T-71 wanted to rage through. Then he ran into somebody, and I think he still decides to do it here just momentarily. Yeah, look at him. He's like, yeah, I'm going, baby. Thank you. An unnecessary ammo rack, and we're up to 1,896. Now, there is an interesting weak spot on this tank. And it is a weak spot on most tanks. And that's the top of the roof, or the top armor, or really of anywhere, but roofs in particular tend to be weak like this. But this one has a spectacularly weak roof. To the tune of, I don't know what this guy's doing. Okay, thank you. To the tune of 30 millimeters, my friends. And what is important about 30 millimeters? Well, I'll tell you. It means that it is triple overmatched by anything with 91 or more. I don't know what he's doing, but he lets me get another 414. I left him on one. Just one hit point. So while a 90 millimeter will not triple overmatch the turret, and I make a bit of a mistake right there, a 91 will, or a 95, 100, 102, 105. You get the picture, right? Anything over 91 is going to triple overmatch and just have a really fine time. Now I want to kill him. I'm almost willing to take one hit just to get rid of him. I kill the guy with the extra hit points, and the guy with one hit point lives. I think this Shrek actually gets a chunk of me. Maybe he's already got it. Oop, yep, there we go. Tracked me. Little bugger. And I don't have a kit. That is a bummer, because I would have fixed it, came out, and tried to kill off the other guy. And maybe that was for the better, really, to be honest. I might have come out there, got tracked by the Skoda, hit by the ship tick, and then finished off by the Skoda. So probably that damage saved myself from myself. Oh, I should have pickled that off. I said that during the stream. Probably wouldn't have hit, but you never know. You never know. One hit point. Honestly, I'm sort of hoping artillery takes care of it, but check out what's going on at the cap. That's not happening right now. They're kind of busy back there. And then this dude's making a runner. Got me lit. That is a bone. Oh, ship tick. You got me. Didn't even know you were there, you little goober. And then I missed, and then I bounced. Okay, all right. Being careful. Let's be a little more careful. That's why I didn't think pushing the ship tick was a great idea. The DPM on this tank is not so much. It's about 1700 base-ish or so. So going in there, I'd get one hit on the ship tick, and he'd probably get 3 shells, maybe 4, at least 3, close to 4 on me before I was even able to reload again. And that should be more than enough while he's shooting heat to take me out with any kind of careful aiming. So I'm just trying to see if I can find this guy. Where is he? We'll just shoot one in there. I don't think that hit him. And again, I'm kind of all alone. This part was a little bit of cat and mouse. I was discussing it on the stream. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do here. I felt like if the Skoda and the ship tick both turned around right now and pushed me, they'd take me out, no problem. Now, they couldn't have known where my other 2 tanks were. They did get hammered pretty hard by guys camping up there. So I think if they're making the assumption that someone's still on the hill, it's a pretty good assumption. At the same time, there was a pretty good scrum going on over there. So I don't know if they noticed if the JP and the Sioux had moved off the hill or not. Hard to tell what they knew and what they saw. So I kind of do a tweener here. Instead of turning around and running, I'm just going to back. I'll keep my gun there and just hope they don't show up behind me right there. And we'll back out. The longer they're dark and I don't know where they are, the less information you have. So my last information was they were right there where they're shown, their last light. Okay, the Skoda here, the ship tick here, the other ship tick here. But that's old information. The good news is we've covered all of this map and we're pushing them into a rather small point. As a matter of fact, the Object 270 Alpha is probably giving us some of the best information right there, because they're definitely not up on their own hill. And that's a little weird. They didn't actually get all the way back up there? Okay. And the further we move, the closer the noose gets. Now, I am giving up some map in front of me as I back out, so they could sneak back into that spot. And as I'm watching where everybody's going on the map behind me, that's why I continue to back up and not turn around, because I'm pretty sure they're not going to show up behind me based on the Su-130 going across the middle and the JP. So I'll take the chance to turn around here. Not really the zippiest of tanks. And now we find the Skoda. Oh, and there's the ship tick. Ship tick's up top. At least one of them is. He's taking shots. We'll come over here and see if we can find him. Oh, very nice. 390 Alpha gun. It's unfortunate it's not one of those 400 Alpha dudes. That does not put him really into a likely one-shot area, but I do take a big chunk off of him. I suppose had I switched over to HE, although remember the ship tick's armor is not as thin as you might think. So the HE does sometimes tend to have a problem getting through there. And now we're just moving on down here. I don't know who gets the kill on him. I want to say the Su-130 maybe. I probably should have gone the other way. Nope, they find him right there. So I would have never got there. I think in hindsight, just for surety's sake, I should have turned around and headed back around this way. over to the southwest. It's not gonna end up mattering. He does get the 130, but I think one of these guys ends up killing him. 274 Alpha, I think. Oh, I forgot. You already got him. So it wouldn't have mattered. I wouldn't have been very far around the corner, but at least we would have kept him from squeezing through over here if he had turned and bailed, which he didn't. So all good. We end up with 3,224, 1,977 assists based on all my buddies. A little help from my friends back there. Bounced 1,535 with 3 kills for a nice little solid game. Now that is a match where this kind of tank really excels. I'm on a corner. I'm just completely tanking with the armor, coming out and taking shots opportunity with a fairly decent alpha gun. I got guys behind me that are just pounding idiots who are coming around the corner. So everything in this game was set up for me to succeed. So much appreciation to the TDs for doing a really nice job back there and hammering those guys, plus the Tiger P and everybody else who was chilling out back there. But still, I think it's not a bad tank. I don't think I took any to the roof. There we go. There's one of them right there. Maybe even 2 based on the picture right there. So those looks like they were maybe going after my hatch here, but it didn't matter because I think it's hard to tell really, to be honest. Maybe that pen is on the hatch. I guess so. This one, I don't know. That's hard to tell if that was the hatch or if it was just the overmatch. Now, the thing about it is that the weakest spot is this center square right here. And we looked at that, I think, on Coffee Talk. These sides are a little bit better and a little bit better angle, but this one's only 30. So, yeah, you can go for the hatch, and it's not actually a bad target, really. If you look at it from straight on, it does poke up, and there's kind of a little indentation there. And this is very thin, but that's your overmatched 30mm spot right there, right over top of the gun. Not a bad tank. I think it's top 10. It's at the very least top 20. You might go, ooh, top 20, that's not good. Well, considering the sheer number of tier 8s, top 20 is still actually pretty dang good compared to how many tier 8s there are. But you're going to have to like the Soviet heavy armor slow style, and you're going to have to put up with people triple matching your triple overmatching your turret at times, which can be kind of annoying. And the gun's a bit derpy, right? So, however, if it's that's your play style, this is right up your alley, I think. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I do appreciate it. There you go, slight mini kind of review / ace tanker in the old K2. I'm probably not going to do a full up review of it unless it comes around for sale again, because you can't get it. So there's no real reason to go through that whole thing with the K2. If it does comes up for sale again, I'll consider doing a full up review. That's all I've got. Thanks for tuning in. We will see ya.